It's no secret that Michael Keaton is very confused when it comes to the whole multiverse concept and what he's doing in all these comic book films. Recently, he offered up an update about a potential return in Spider-Man 4, and also talked about how he returned for the second film. Morbius? Was Sony like, hey, Morbius is a sequel to Spider-Man, sign on? You know, they probably did say that, yeah. So recently, as part of an interview with Screen Rant, Michael Keaton was talking about his career, and they specifically wanted to talk a little bit more about Spider-Man. And they asked him, due to the nature of his character and the ending of Spider-Man Homecoming, whether or not he was asked to ever return or would be returning. And he said, and I quote, "Oh wow, that's an interesting character, that guy. Actually, I was there for a minute in the second one. That was really fun experience. But I haven't talked to anybody about anything. I try not to talk to anybody. I really don't like people." End quote. Okay, so this has caused a lot of confusion because specifically the line he says there, "I was there for a minute in the second one." Well, he wasn't in Spider-Man Far From Home. He wasn't in Spider-Man No Way Home. We know that there was ideas for No Way Home, and he was never on set and shot anything because he would have, well, had to have been paid. So chances are that right here he's talking about the trickery that Sony did with Morbius. And if you guys remember, he talked about this a couple years ago, where he said Sony brought me in and explained to me how the multiverse works, and that this is a Spider-Man film, but it's different. And he just said, yeah, I just signed on because I don't understand what they're talking about. So I think he's talking about Morbius because he was literally in that film for like a minute, you know? So I think that that within itself is all that is. But talking about a future return as Vulture, how he talks about that nobody's talked to him and he's heard nothing, I believe it. If he joins or comes back as a cameo or something, it's going to be kept secret. The whole reason they had to announce it for the first film was because, hey, he was going to play the main villain. He was playing Vulture, you know? So you have to announce that. You need that for marketing. If he comes back in a smaller role, I think, unless it's a big sort of deal, like a Sinister Six or something, they're going to keep it a secret. And I do think that they probably talked to him. They obviously would have, since they were planning on bringing him back in Far From Home at one point, rumored, but No Way Home we know definitely. So there's some sort of truth here to everything, I feel.